Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be my weekly video that I do with all the transits that are coming up this week, as well as a card reading and a channel. And welcome to all my new subscribers. So, with this week, what we've got with the planets, it's all gearing up. There's not a lot happening with the planets this week. It's all gearing up for the eclipse that's happening next week on the 17th, which will be an eclipse in an Aquarius. So, but what we do have this week is that we've got Venus, which will be in square to Uranus. This will be all week. So, with this, it's going to be something unexpected, unusual to do with money, so finances, as well as relation or all relationships. So, anyone that you love. So this could be something that's unexpected, like some news that comes about, something that's going to happen. Um, it's in a square, so it's not positive because when they're in a square, they work against each other, not with each other. So we do unfortunately have that transit this week. On the 12th, we have the Sun, which has been sextile to Chiron. That's going to give you some kind of healing. So that could help with the Uranus, some kind of healing of a wound or something that's been causing you a bit of distress. We got on the 7th, we've got um, uh, Mercury moving into Pisces. So that is happening tomorrow. So Mercury in Pisces, it's kind of a little bit like victim. It's like you might be a bit more forgetful, absent-minded. It also could be um, it could be sort of mental health or wanting to have more empathy for people as well, more caring. But it's not a thing of conflict either. And then we've got the 10th, we've got Venus also moving into Pisces too. And with that can be, again, sort of falling into victim mode. It can be wanting things to look nice and look pretty as well with Venus moving into Pisces. That for some people, it might be about embracing certain addictions they have, or that could be very well how that affects them. For some people, not for all, for some, but others it could be about you being in a little sort of your own little bubble and just living your own little. Could be this a delusion, a delusional world. Could be that with it too. But that's mainly what we got coming up with the planets this week. What I got here is like it's cheering. Like I feel like it's like being a cheerleader. So it could be a sense of having someone that's cheering you on this week, or being your cheerleader, or you being their cheerleader. Got here, it's about being happy, but blocking negative energy. And that could be very much the planets going into Pisces. There could be some nervous tension or nervous things coming up for us this week. Could be like about splitting hairs, like someone's like um, splitting hairs, like it's trivial things that people are going over. That could be the square with Venus and Uranus. I've got here there could be a sense of being lonely coming up this week. It could be like a need or want, like want to be loved or need to be loved coming up. And I feel like this week is about remembering that everything happens for a reason in what's going to be coming up this week as well. I will do a card reading for the week ahead too. So I'm going to be doing my new deck. My friend brought me this deck of a Wicked, so we will try out this deck. The cards are really pretty. Let's have a look. Oops. I always struggle to clip them on because it always affects the sound. So it's really hard. Let's have a look here. Like now the sound will be a bit off. I'll fix it in a moment. Look at these cards, they got like gold on them. Cool. Alright, let's look for the card today. Okay. Cards are very interesting. All right. So with the cards, what I feel like is going to happen, I feel like there's a sense here of being let down. So it's like being left at the altar here, or someone is like letting you down. And I keep on hearing being let down. So I feel like with this week, just with the expectations of people, don't have high expectations of people, because could be a sense of you being let down, or maybe you're letting someone else down without even realizing it. I feel like there could be a sense here of like a bossiness, or people thinking they're so like far like superior than you are this week, and it could be that victim mentality, blame game coming up, and it even could be a sense of being scared, or having the wrong side of things, like something that's happened and it's made you think a certain way, but maybe it's not the right side. You don't have all the information. It's like in the movie where she actually saved the cub, but the cub, as he got older, thinks that the witch didn't save him at all, but she was. So it could be like the way you're seeing things is not the right way. Could be something like that coming up. Or it could be like who you think is the villain may not be the villain. So it could be like you're not seeing the full truth, or you're not seeing everything. It even could be the sense here that you're putting someone on a pedestal that doesn't belong there. I feel like this week is going to be a full of like a little bit like delusion, smoke and mirrors coming up. Um, and it could be a sense here like someone disappearing on you, a sense of disappearing, waving goodbye. But I feel like there's also a sense this week that's going to come up is loyalty and persistence, and where loyalties even lie could also be a thing that comes up for this week. I also feel like there's a secret meeting, or a secret could be a sense of secrets being revealed, or there's a sense of something not going on, and like an uprise, or something like that could also be coming up this week too. But it's like there's things at play, people busy at work, but you can't see everything, and there's going to be something about expectations of people being too high, or how they perceive things is not actually how it is. um there's like improvements made this week, and I do feel like there's a sense here of even could be like flowers, people offering flowers as a gesture of goodwill to it's coming up. Um, and it could be a sense that you're trying to help. You're trying to help and do something that you think is right, but maybe it's not, but you don't know it because you don't have all the information that's coming out yet. Could be also coming up. But the fact there's going to be a sense of like blame game, though I keep on seeing this card standing out to me. So blame game, victim mentality, and with planets going to Pisces, that is where we're sort of heading with that, as well as a bit of delusion too. It even could be a dissolve. So with Venus moving into Pisces, couldn't be a dissolve in finances, a dissolve in relationships with that too. But I just kept on getting this card really stands out to me, and I just like disappointed, and people being let down. I feel like it's going to be a big thing. So, um, and people just being like blocking you, like they're blocking you. They're thinking that they're on a different level than you are, as well. So let's just see here. I'll do the channel for this week and see where we go from there. So let's have a look. This week, you're going to consider yourself or someone else be very charming to you, for they're going to seem like they're one way, like they are your best friend, like they are loyal, like you can trust them. But you've seen a different side of them lately, for they are showing their true colors to other people, and it's coming back to you. And then you're seeing them for how they really are, but yet they still act nice to you. They are treating you in the way that you expect to be treated by them to your face, but then one way behind your back. For this person may be scheming, they may be looking at other obstacles, they're looking at them for their own future and for their own goodwill. For they are trying to ruin things for you in a different way. They are trying to make themselves look better than you. They're also trying to make themselves look in a certain way that you just don't know, and don't know how it's all going to fall into place and see fit. For this week is going to be a week of disaster, natural disaster, but also judgment. For you're judging yourself and other people for what they are doing. You're also seeing the collective in a different way too. for the different realities are being met and being shaken up. For people are all looking at one way, but aren't looking at the way everything has been either. They aren't looking at both sides of the story. They are only looking at one way. For this week, there could be another option or another way of looking at certain things. Open your mind up and see things through different glasses, through a different lens, and see how each party can see a particular story. You'll find the different things, different meanings, and it'll be different how you perceive things. It won't change how you feel, but you'll be able to understand the other person's way of being. So this week, where will I be? Um, so I'm tomorrow. I'm at Psychic Saturday at Parramatta. Thursday, I'm flying out to New Zealand. So we do have a few spots left in our workshop on Sunday, the 15th, and all 14th at Ashburton. So the fair there. For my readings, other clients here who are not in New Zealand, or for online readings, I'm booked up until the 21st. So I've been squashing people in this week. I'm squashed as many as I can in next week, and I can't fit any one more until 21st. And I'm already booking up for 21st. So for if you do want a reading with me, you can just know be booking in a couple of weeks in advance. But if you're in New Zealand or if you're around Sydney, you can meet me tomorrow at Psychic Saturday. If you're in New Zealand, you can see me next week. I'll be at Ashburton on the 14th for readings. The workshop on Thursday, on the Sunday the 15th, and then Monday I'm doing readings there at the Spiritualist Church. And then early March is when we've got Brisbane MBS. If you're in Brisbane, I will be at the MBS there. You can come and meet me there. And 2 weeks after that, I will be MBS Sydney as well. So that's what I've got coming up for myself. I'll be doing more videos with Katrina while I'm away because she's there and I can grab her and we can do some more videos for the predictions for 2026, where we'll cover more different countries and more people too. So that is where I'm at and what I'm doing this week. So I think that's about it. So thank you for your like, your shares, and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So bye for now.